In the second part of the first video, I'm going to try and continue drawing this profile. I've made some adjustments since the last video. I changed the jawline a little bit, brought it up, and worked on some areas because I realized it was a little bit too low, and this area went back too far. So I have made some adjustments. Now I'm going to try and put in the back of the head. And this is going to require some measuring. Again, I take 2 sets of measurements. So the first thing I want to do is take it from the back of the ear to the back of her hair. And I want to compare that to something that sort of becomes my standard unit. Well, that would be from the chin to the eye, and they're about the same. So from the back of the head to the back of the hair. Now this kind of measurement will be different for every person that you would be drawing. But in this case, they happen to be the same. So now I'm going to come down to my drawing, and I'm going to take that same measurement here, and I'm going to go to the back of the ear, and I'm going to make a mark. That indicates the back of the head, where the hair is. And she's got quite a bit of hair, so that's going to be quite a ways. I'm going to take another mark. I'm going to take this one at an angle. So I'm going to take this, again, from the ear. I'm going to check that angle. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to compare it to something. And it's just slightly lower than the eye. So now I'm going to come back and take that same measurement. Okay, come in, find that angle, and I'm going to make another mark. I'm going to take another one, this time from the top of the ear to the top of the hair. And I'm going to come down, and again, I'm going to compare it to that same thing. Now this time it goes from the chin to the eyebrow. Find that same position, come in, and make a mark. So now I have my marks. Let's see, I'll move this down so you can see it. There you go. So, like before, I'm going to continue my contour line drawing. I'm bringing the bandana in. And again, following that edge very carefully. And the bandana begins to raise up. And I notice that the hairline is a little bit lower. I'm going to take another measurement. I'm going to measure the width of this bandana. Again, I'm going to compare it to something. So it's just about there. Okay. I'm watching that negative space, and then the hair begins to move outward and curve around. I'm beginning to, this is the back of the neck. I'm going to look to see where does the hair have the back of the head put in. The other thing I'm going to look at is this negative space here. So now I'm down in this area, and I can look at here and see this. And so I can begin to sort of suggest a little bit of the shoulder. The neck goes beyond. There's a strap. And the head is now complete. I've got the entire head in. Some other suggestions and things that I can make, there's a very strong shadow on her face. And so I can begin to sort of draw that in if I want, just a little bit. I'm not going to do any shading. I'm just sort of indicate where those marks are. And there we go, all done.